Good morning. We are going to give this live stream thing a shot. My internet is not doing so well at the moment, but we're going to try it anyway. Let me turn the live chat on here for you guys so that you can chat away. Hopefully, the internet will hold, but I'm looking at my internet speeds over here. Good morning, Monger. How are you, sir? Thanks for dropping by. Matter of fact, you're the first person in, so good to see you this Friday morning. Hope you have some awesome plans for the weekend. I know I certainly do. I'm definitely going to be talking about those in a minute. The good news is my internet's looking a lot better right now. Small picture. Hey, how are you? Bun, Ayo, Jono. Hey, Jeremy. Looking smooth, man. Good. Good, man. You okay? Yes, sir. I'm great. Bookum Dano, I have no idea what that means. Hello, Tommy. Man, and because you know I don't know what it means, I have to remove it. You got to tell me in English, man. I'm sorry, man, but you got to tell me in English. Good morning from Miami, Fabe. Thanks for all your comments on the latest video. Oh, ladies, of course. Gotcha. Hey, Adam. Thanks for dropping in, man. Appreciate you being here for sure. And you bring me to my first topic, which is vloggers. You are my Bookham Dano says you are my lover. No one else. I hear you, man. Hey, Charles. You bring me Adam. Adam runs a channel called Holistic Trainer. There's Ron. You are also involved in what I'm getting ready to say too. Some vlogger people always ask me, what vloggers do you watch? Well, first and foremost, I don't have a lot of time to watch many vloggers, period. But when I do get time, Adam's channel, the Holistic Trainer, is one that I watch frequently, I would say. I also watch, there's Fantastic Full House. Yes, sir. We like it that way. Good to see you, man. Adam's channel is one, the Holistic Trainer. Another one is Simon from the Land of Smiles. I watch his channel a lot. I really like his demeanor. I think he's a great vlogger. Another newer channel on the scene, Ron Floyd, who is Europa says, thank you, dude, for the info. You're very welcome. Ron Floyd, who is a member or who is a subscriber of this channel, is also in the chat right now. Has just started a channel, and I encourage you guys to go check his channel out. He actually commented on the video, so you can yes, John, Adam, the Holistic Trainer, does have the best thumbnails, no doubt. He has a great looking girlfriend. They make for some very good thumbnails, that's for sure. But Ron has just started a channel, and it's basically how-to for beginners in Thailand. Has been his content so far. His content is amazing. I encourage you guys to go over and take a look and listen to what he does. What he does is different. It's basically voiceover pictures, so you really get the content. You can kind of use it as a podcast, and it's a wonderful, wonderful setup he's got, all with great information. So I encourage you to go over and check out Ron. Hey, Franz, good morning, sir. Let me back up here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Fran says he is driving his truck. Well, be safe, man. Walter, good morning from the Philippines. Good morning to you, sir. Also, other vloggers that I tend to watch. I still watch Rike. Rike is from a vlogger in the Philippines, although I think he's currently in America right now. I still watch him just because he gives out great life suggestions on pretty much everything. Now, other vloggers that I watch. Gary Vanderchuck, very, very, very unique individual, self-made billionaire, and if you ever need confidence, I suggest you guys go watch him for sure. Monk says, can a person use an iPhone right off the plane there? Can people call me and I call them? What about using my data? That depends on your global calling plan, Mock. If not, if you don't have a global calling plan, you can buy a SIM card right there at the airport. That's what I did. You're welcome, Ron. So, Gary Vanderchuk is somebody I strongly suggest you guys check out. Tony Robbins is another good one. He's a positive influence on my life. You're welcome, Mark. So those are some guys that I check out on the regular. And for the most part in the Thai blogging community, I do watch some of Kev's videos because he does give some good reviews. And Monger says, unleash the power within. I hear you, bro. That's what I'm trying to do, man. But as far as the vlogging community as a whole go, whether it be here in Thailand or Philippines or anywhere else for that matter, hey Dan, happy Friday to you, sir. There's just so much negativity and just absolutely childish drama that goes on behind the scenes. I just don't watch many people, and the people that I just mentioned I know are at least fairly positive people, and people that will give you good, solid information. People that will help you in your journey, whether it be travel or whether it be life in general, for sure. If I left anybody out of vloggers that I watch, I do apologize, but those are the people that come like fresh to mind and people that I consider to be worth watching. So that's just my opinion. Now Ty had a good channel. I don't know if his channel's back up yet because I haven't checked, but he had a great channel. It was funny and it had some good information as well. Fabe says, positive attitude is always the best way to go. I completely agree. DT, you can call and text over Wi-Fi right off the plane using apps. That's very true. Ty's laughing at me. I thought it was funny. It's like Monger's channel. You know, Monger has a channel, Monger Me Sideways here. You guys see him in the chat. And like his video, you have to be prepared for his videos, right? Because they're very different, but it's still a very entertaining channel. He has very entertaining videos, and I enjoy them for the most part. Watch Divert Living. Oh, John, I absolutely watch Divert Living. A young couple travels around Southeast Asia on the cheap. They do a good job. They do a really good job with their videos, and I do watch them as well. See, so thank you for reminding me of that. Is Cowboy still around? I do not know, Dan. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Not exactly sure which cowboy you're referring to either. Because there are some people that have the name the YouTube handle Cowboy here in Thailand that are just destructive, demonstrable human beings. I know for a fact one of them is not, but I've seen a few that definitely are. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, Law of Attraction. I've heard of that, actually. Dan says, gotcha. So anyway, Cowboy Ray disappeared. I've heard his name, but I don't think I've ever watched his stuff. Jono says, Cowboy kind of dropped out from sight many months ago. Yeah, I'm not sure which one you guys are talking about. I assume you're talking about Cowboy Ray. I don't think I ever watched any of his videos, so I'm definitely not referring to him when I refer to the very negative individuals. So this weekend, guys, Pattaya is coming up again, of course. Some people ask me, why do I travel to Pattaya every weekend, or Bangkok? Well, let me just say, let me catch this comment. Andy says, NDTVI is an amusing channel. Two guys both called Nick. I met them briefly in Pattaya like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think, and there were some really cool cats. So, and that is a good channel, you're right. Why do I go to Pattaya every weekend? Well, number one, it's pretty close to where I live, so the traveling distance. Hey Gordon, good morning. The traveling distance is fairly low. You guys have to remember, I don't get off work on Friday until 4:30 in the afternoon. So by the time, if I take a minivan to Rayong, what do I take a minivan to Rayong for? If I take a minivan to Pattaya, which I have been to Rayong several times, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really find Rayong that exciting, and there's not a whole lot to do unless you go down to Koh Samet, which is like a little island off the coast down there. But anyway, what'd somebody say? Let's see. What's up, Naughty Bananas? How you doing? But no, if I take a minivan from where I live, yeah, I saw them, Andy, and I'm glad they're here. Very glad. Dan said, heard the buses are safer than the minivans. Yep, I would believe that. Minivans are definitely, it depends on the driver of the minivan. But if I take a minivan from where I live to Pattaya, it's about 3 hours. If I take a minivan to Bangkok, it's about 4.5 hours to 5.5 hours. It has taken me before to get there. Hey, Prep for it. Glad you're here, man. Thanks for commenting. And I appreciate all your comments on the channel, too. So it makes logical sense to go to a place. I mean, I've got one of the biggest tourist destinations in the world, a couple hours ride from me. And I really only get on short weekends, which is a regular weekend, I get to Pattaya around 8:30 at night. And, I'm not a stay up to 2 a.m. in the morning and all that stuff. So I go to bed fairly early, and I pretty much have Saturday and Sunday morning, and that's it. So that's why I travel to Pattaya most of the time. Plus, I can shoot plenty of content there. There's plenty of things to do. Everybody that goes to Pattaya is not a monger or a a slayer of the local entertainment, should I say. It's ridiculous when people say stuff like that. Hey, Nelson, my friend, good morning. Happy birthday to you. Naughty Banana says, are there VIP luxury type vans that are safer? That's a good question. I don't think I've ever been in one. There are VIP type vans that we've taken like with work, but I'm not sure if they're available to rent or to take a trip with. I'm just not sure. That's a good question though. Very good. 30 and to wake up. I take home about $3,000 from my military retirement. Would that give me a decent quality of life in Thailand? Absolutely. Absolutely. When we getting the white sunglasses merch? All that stuff's coming, man. I'm working with a few people right now, and working with Teespring as well to get to see what kind of merchandise I can get from them. Mugen, hi from Denmark. Hello to you. Appreciate you dropping by. Monger says train is the slowest. Yep, I would agree. Bunnan, if I'm going halfway across the world, I'm not going for the beaches. Well, there you go. Nelson, I think your voice thing is doing its thing again because I have no idea what you just said. Me busy. Hi, Jay. I know you're going to get to Chiang Mai at some point. You're going to take the night train. Absolutely. I want to take that overnight train just for the experience. Andy says Pattaya Pariah gives a unique... I do watch his channel very much. I do like his channel as well. I forgot to mention him. It gives a very unique insight into the world of manga. He's only about 17 videos, but they're good. They are good. And he gives a straight-up analysis, too. So I like it. Hey, Giovanni. Good to see you this morning. Hope all is well. Dan says, really bad lightning and thunder right now in San Diego. That's not good. Jono says, I took a private van. Cost in 2017 around 1,500 baht. That's actually not too bad. Costly, but about the quickest way. Yep, that's probably true. Oh, Nelson says Bell Van Travel Service. Gotcha. Okay, I have to check that out. George Strait Jr. Up early. You're up early. I'm always up early, man. Always. Got to work 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Nelson says online only. I assume you mean you can book with them online only. Alan, good morning, sir. Hope all is great for you. Absolutely, it is. It's wonderful. And getting ready for this weekend in Pattaya, which brings me back to my point about Pattaya. We're going, Jono says, love the Beach Bay vid. Well, I have good news. We're going with the girls that you saw in the video that I dropped this morning. If you haven't seen the video that I published this morning, go take a look at it. It's from Sattahip, or Sattahip, I don't know how you say it. Sattahip. That's where it's from. It's from a beach there. Good morning, Mark. About Pattaya and love on Valentine's Day. What city compares to Pattaya on Valentine's Day? I have no idea. I've never been to Pattaya on Valentine's Day. That's a good question. So those girls plus more will be joining us for our boat trip this Saturday, and it's going to be more of an all-day trip. I don't know where Richard's at, why he's not in the live chat right now, but he's probably busy, I don't know, doing whatever Richard does. But he and I will be together tomorrow, and we'll be going out. How much for plane from Bangkok to Pattaya and length of flight? I have no idea, but I can tell you it would be a very short flight, and probably very, very cheap, for sure, because Bangkok is not far from Pattaya by van. I mean, you can drive from Bangkok to Pattaya. You can get a bus from Bangkok out of Ekamaya Station in Bangkok. You can get a bus to Pattaya for, it's either 80 or 100 baht, and it takes an hour and a half by bus. So flight would probably be, I don't know. I don't even know if it would be worth flying, to be honest with you. So tomorrow we will be shooting with the girls again on Bamboo Island, and I think we're going to hit a few other islands and possibly some new beaches. Let me make sure I said that right. Beaches in Thailand. Souljacker says it's quicker to drive than fly. Probably is, I would imagine. Do you trust the airlines in Thailand? I have not been on an airline in Thailand yet, but I have heard very, very good things about them. So some of the people in the chat will probably tell you about the airlines in Thailand and whether or not they are trustworthy. So I would go off of their advice before I listen to my advice. That's for sure. What else? George says, yes, by car is better. There was something else I was going to say. No one does Bangkok to Pattaya via air. I don't think many people do either. It was a legitimate question, though. You know, if you fly to Pattaya, it's about 30 or 40 minutes, then by taxi to Pattaya. Yeah, because, see, the airport in Pattaya it is not in Pattaya. It's south of Pattaya, way south of Pattaya. So you have to take a taxi then to Pattaya. So it's just better to, yeah, that's the name of the airport that Monger just put up. Tommy says thumbs up. Yeah, that doesn't hurt anything. But Monger named the airport there in Pattaya, and like I said, it's south of Pattaya, so you would have to you would have to take a taxi into Pattaya, and that would be more costly. Air Asia and Nok Air are great for domestic flights and Cambodia, etc. Cool, Andy. Thank you. Yep, that's what we do, Dan. We provide information on here, and we try to help each other, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I got a comment yesterday saying, well, Jeremy, you left your 3 kids behind in America. And tell us about being a hairdresser and a Lone Star waiter and what else was it they said? A Lone Star waiter, a hairdresser, you have 3 kids and your net worth is worth 4,000 US dollars. Let me catch this comment real quick. What's the cost of boat rentals to go island hopping? Call Rockman. I'll put his number in the description of this video. Let me tell you guys a few things about myself. Number one, I have 0 children. I've never had a kid ever in my life, never. Secondly, if excluding my camera equipment, if my net worth was $4,000, I would be the happiest man alive. I promise. I've never been a hairdresser. I've never been to cosmetology school. I've never worked at a Lone Star restaurant. And I have never been a car washer either. Who knew, right? Apparently, I wanted to just mention that real quick because apparently some of these guys have private investigators trying to investigate me. And they're going to expose me on a criminal background check. Well, here's some news. In order to get a job in Thailand, you have to have a criminal background check done. So I work full time. I've already had a criminal background check done. Good luck. Have at it, guys. Have at it. I just think it's funny. And those are the people that I try to stay away from. But the comment was so outlandish. I mean, it was just so far out. I had to mention it to you guys. Like, I just had to tell you, because this is some of the stuff that I deal with behind the scenes that you guys don't ever get to see, and it's just, it's just, it's just hilarious, absolutely hilarious. It really makes me laugh. Dan says no life. That's very, very true. People like that just have way too much time on their hands and nothing better to do. Monger's explaining about the taxi and the bot bus, which is a very good idea also. No, I have not been to Malaysia yet, George, but I would love to go. Tommy says I just booked a taxi from Bangkok to Pattaya, 1,000 baht. That's actually a good price. So good for you. Naughty Business says military contractor. Me? Never. No. Roy says, wondering if you could do a video on mature women in Pattaya, like the live chat. That's a good idea, Roy. Maybe, possibly I could do that. Nelson says, people love you, Jeremy. I love them back, Nelson. I really do. Gordon says, Jesus, these people need to get a life. I swear to God they do, man. I don't even bring this stuff up, but it was just, like I said, it's just, and they're like, you're next. As soon as we're done with this vlogger and this vlogger, then you're next on our list, and we're going to throw you out of Thailand, and you got kicked out of the Philippines. Let me show you guys something real quick. You're going to like this. Hang on a second. I really want to show you guys something. You guys know how transparent I am anyway, right? So I want to show you guys something real quick. Okay. I have to cover up this one number because that's the number on my that has my passport information on it. But can you guys see that green stamp right there? Can you guys see that green stamp? That is exit clearance. Okay? That green stamp is exit clearance from the Philippines. When you get kicked out of the Philippines or you get blacklisted from the Philippines, you don't get a green exit clearance. You get a stamp in black ink that says you cannot come back, or you are what they call it, deported. You are deported from our country. That's an exit clearance. That means I left on my own accord, by my own will. So just for you guys that are wondering, and for all these just insane lunatics out there, it's so easy to beat people with the truth. I swear it is. Hey, Robert, thanks for dropping by, man. Hadn't seen you in a live stream in a long time. Let me catch some of these comments here. Naughty Banana says, some people are very weird. You are not kidding. I have found some weird people in my life. Alan says, just offer total transparency and be honest, and your detractors will have nowhere to go. That's what I've always done, Alan. I know you haven't been around this channel for a very, very, like a long, long time, but I've been transparent about everything. There's literally nothing that I don't think I haven't told people. So when when people say we're going to dig up your background, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, well, go for it. Like, I don't know what you're going to tell people that they don't already know. Go for it. How about to do Valentine's Day in Dubai, right? I would love to go to Dubai, but I won't be there this Valentine's Day. Fabe says, just keep doing what you do. We all love your channel. I know you guys do. And generally, I don't bring any kind of dramatic stuff into it, but I just had to, man, because it's just so outlandish. It is so funny. It is freaking funny. And then then they tell me they got one person always watching me. Oh, that one person better be worried about who's watching him. That's not who's watching me. Which do you prefer, PI or Thailand? Thailand by far, not because there's anything wrong with the Philippines, just because I like the infrastructure and the social aspect of Thailand better than I did the Philippines. It's a better fit for me, really. It just is. I like Thailand. Pundit King, hey bro, you're looking better, feeling better? Yes sir, I feel great, and I'm very excited to spend another weekend with Richard, and we're gonna have a ton of fun, man. Thanks for the comment though. Craig Lee, hey bro, from Alabama, USN Lieutenant Lucan, love the channel, been where you are, bro. Thank you, Craig, appreciate it very much, and thank you for your service by all means. Despite what anyone may say, I do not. I'm one of those people that, if you ever see me kneel at a national anthem, break both my legs because I don't deserve to stand. That's my personal opinion on that. But we don't talk politics on here. That's my personal opinion. Naughty Bananas, I hate those exit stamps, such a scam. I almost got stuck in the Dominican Republic when I used my last $10 on it. Exit stamps, a scam. I'm not sure what you mean by that. That's an exit clearance that's stamped in the Philippines, like the Philippine government puts that in the Philippines. I don't know what you mean by scams. The Secret by Rhonda Bryant. Are you referring me to books, Monger? I'm not sure. Robert says, Jeremy, I'm flying back to Southeast Asia at the end of this coming March. Can't wait. I really miss Thailand and Cambodia. I might retire in Cambodia. That's interesting, man, because I haven't been to Cambodia yet. I really need to check it out. A lot of people are talking about it. George, I'm sorry. You're going to have to retype your message. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Oh, you retracted it. Never mind. I thought I'd deleted it. Okay, Khalud KJ says, good morning to you, and I thank you so much for dropping by. Alan says, so how are you coping with becoming a media personality and a sex symbol? Well, I'm definitely not a sex symbol, and becoming a media personality is, we're only at 13,000 subs here, guys. We're not breaking any records or anything, but we are doing good. The channel is growing, and I'm very appreciative. It's only because of people like you. And I say people like you, especially people that come in to this chat. It's kind of like a big family in case this is your first time here. So I just deal with it one day at a time, man. Just one day at a time. One day, one comment at a time. That's it. That guy says the lack of English proficiency doesn't make it harder to talk to girls you meet, not mongering, but regular girls. Well, either way, yes, it makes it harder to talk to them for sure. Knowing some Thai is a good idea if you're coming here for sure. Monger says, so much man love coming your way, LOL. I know, right? I know, I love it. Yeah, books, okay, audio or visual. Cool, I can probably do the audio. I can't sit down and read much. Steve, that's another one. Steve just said, has Quentin TV reviewed your channel? He makes very funny vlogs. He has reviewed my channel, and Quentin is also another vlogger that I watch regularly, and I forgot to mention him, so I'm glad you brought that up. He has a great channel with a lot of funny skits. He's just funny. He's a funny guy, and a lot of his videos make a lot of good sense too. He's somebody that I watch pretty regular. I don't know why I blanked out on him, but Quentin makes good videos for sure. Nelson says some countries charge exit stamp fees. Oh yeah. If that's what he was talking about, yeah, definitely. With that, the exit clearance, I forgot how much exit clearance cost me in the Philippines, to be honest with you. If anybody's gotten one lately, you can put that in the chat. That would be awesome. Let's see what we got here. That guy says Siem Reap in Cambodia looks cheap and amazing. That's the place I want to go first when I go to Cambodia for sure. Mugen says, I found the guy where all the drama comes from. He has a sad existence. If you're talking about the same person that I know, I would agree with you, sir. And thank you for not mentioning his name on this channel because we try to avoid that. Tommy Jones says, always Subway. Do you ever eat Thai food? Never eat Thai food. Super chat in the house. That comes from my man. I'll get to your comment in 1 second. Thank you so much for that super chat, sir. I genuinely appreciate that. By the way, all super chats go to funding this travel part of this channel and equipment on this channel. Never anything else. No super chat or sponsorship ever goes to pay my rent or put food on my table or any of that stuff. Everything goes directly into the channel. So I'll get your comment in 1 second, bro. Michael says, what foreign nationalities do you see represented the most in Pattaya? UK and Indian, followed by Australian, and then maybe American. George says, let's see, Cambodia. Sounds good. Yes, I agree. Mark says, in Cambodia, you want to see Wat Angkor. Beautiful. I'll check it out. Hey, Tim. Good to see you this morning. Robert. Didn't you get kicked out of the Philippines? I just explained that. I just showed my exit clearance from the Philippines. You can't get an exit clearance if you get kicked out, dude. But thanks for trolling the channel. You're also done, by the way. Let's see here. Naughty Bananas. How much for decent Thai lessons classes down there? I haven't taken any yet, so I don't know. I learned from my co-workers mostly. Yes, Monger, I did just address that. Thank you. Pundit King, can't wait for you to say to women in Thailand. When I learn some Thai, I'll do it. Fish says, hey, Jeremy. Hey, Fish. Good morning. How are you? Robert says, spent 2 months in Cambodia in 2017. Love it, but don't get me wrong. I love Thailand also. Amazing place. I love Chiang Mai. Craig says, Craig is the one that contributed. I hate using the word donation. Contributed the $5 super chat, and I am super, super grateful to you. I just got your super chat. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Those little people don't realize how much those little super chats add up at the end of the month. And I just genuinely appreciate it because like I said, it goes to pay for anything to do with this channel, nothing else. Robert says, Siem Reap is where I spent lots of time in 2017. Roy says, do you ever run into Cheap Charlie or Bangkok 112? Well, Cheap Charlie, to the best of my knowledge, is blacklisted from Thailand for at least a year for overstaying, I think. Don't hold me to that. But I rarely watch his videos. Not that I have anything against him. I just rarely watch his videos. Bangkok 112 is a faceless vlogger, so I wouldn't know what he looks like if I saw him. Nothing against the fact that he's faceless. I'm just saying I watch his videos sometimes, but I don't know who he is. So it looks like that Ramy guy or whatever went on a Thai rant. Lions nearby. It is keyboard you do a good days. Nearby it is keyboard you do a good days. Thomas, I'm not sure what you meant by that, but if you'll retype it, I'll be more than happy to address it, my friend. Dino says, good work and info. You are very welcome, Dino, for the info, and thank you so much for telling me I do good work. I really appreciate that. Robert says, Jeremy, I love Thai food in Thailand, Thai and Canada and the U.S. is not the same. I hear you, but I can't I can't eat any Thai food. It's just too. Gordon says John Tien seems to have too many Russians, or seems to have many Russians. It does, and I think that the Russian population here is evident. Just what your personal opinion is on those people. I don't have one. I've never had a problem. Ty, see you, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it very, very much. What gave you food poisoning? I don't remember, Dan. I honestly don't remember. Roy, thank you so much for that super chat. Very much appreciated. And like I said, everything goes toward the travel and equipment expenses of this channel. I thank you very much for that. Restless Nomad, lucky you. Wish I was in Thailand right now, freezing here in Beijing. I bet you are freezing in Beijing. Come to Thailand, man. We'll hang out. Craig did another super chat for $10. Says, my pleasure. I'll be back in Pattaya soon. Peace, bro, from Alabama. I love Thai women, bro. Can't help it. I can't eat Thai either. Well, we have a lot in common, Craig. Please let me know when you get here. And thank you so very much for your contribution. I genuinely very much appreciate it. Very much. So anyway, guys, we've had a very productive talk here, and I think we got a lot of stuff out in the open, and I've told you guys what my plans are for the weekend. Do any of you guys have any suggestions that you would like to give me before I shut it down for the weekend? Naughty Banana says, don't know if you addressed this, but what insurance do you recommend? Currently, I have insurance through my I will do my best coming up shortly to find some good insurance, and I will let you know for sure. That's a good question, though, Bananas. Very good question. Monger says, live stream, ladies, please. That is already on the checklist, sir. I will definitely get that done. That guy says, Jeremy, you should try Pad CU. It's great for Americans' taste. But is it spicy? That's the thing. That's my only question. Alan says, most Russian tourists are fine. Few speak good English. Just don't upset them. I agree. I've heard that upsetting the Russians is a very, very bad idea. So we're not going to do that. I'm not going to upset anybody. I'm a guest in a foreign country. I abide by their laws. I do what they tell me to do, and I don't argue with them. Even if I know I'm right, it doesn't matter. Thanks, George. I certainly will. Because it takes all of 2 seconds for them to say, hey, you got to leave. You're deported. We don't want you here. Not saying they will do that, but they can do that. Information about Starbucks experience and Thai blended coffee with sugar and milk. That's interesting. Maybe I'll try that. Banana says, thank you for your time. Don't forget to put the info for the boat rental. Actually, no, Bananas, before you go, if you watch the video that I did on Rockman, which was, I did a whole video on on the private boat rental. It's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 videos ago. It's got his name and number up there. But the best way to remind me to do anything is to send me a message on Facebook Messenger. So please send me a message or comment on this video after it's uploaded, after the live stream and after it's uploaded. Comment on this video with, and just say, I need Rockman's number. No problem. I'll be happy to put it there. Thomas says, on average, how many Thai women speak English? Ooh, not a lot, I can tell you. Maybe 1 in 8 speak enough English to understand that you can, have a conversation with, I would say. Fish says, have a good weekend, Jeremy. You too, sir. Everybody stay safe. Pundit King says, so no street food for you then. No, I eat street food, but I'm just careful about the street food that I eat. Like I make sure it's either cooked in front of me or it's been thoroughly cooked and then thoroughly reheated. Tim says, hey, Jeremy, got to go, but in Pattaya this weekend, give you a message to catch up. Absolutely, Tim. Sounds good. Monger says, stir-fried soy sauce noodles. Can have it spicy or not? Hey, there you go. No spicy. Yep, Bananas do that. Dan, so bring Pepto and a multivitamin. That's not a bad idea. Benny says, when is the best time to visit Thailand to avoid bad weather and millions of tourists? That would be the low season, Benny. Definitely low season. I haven't been here the whole year, but I can tell you that like June and July was definitely low for sure. Roy, thanks again for the super chat. Craig, thanks again for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. Pundit says, well, bro, enjoy your weekend. Those monkeys were awesome. Later. All right, later, Pundit King. Thanks for stopping by. Gordon says, what do you think of the blogger Sweet Guy? I haven't really watched him that much, to be honest with you. He's commented on my live streams a few times. I'm very happy that he's joined the chat, and I need to check him out. The one thing you guys have to understand is, so I work Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 4:30, and then I have to edit videos at night and or shoot videos at night and then edit them. Then I travel every weekend and I shoot and I edit. So I don't really have a lot of time to watch other vloggers. I wish I had more time, to be honest with you, but hopefully that's coming soon. Can you buy grits in Thailand? That is an excellent question, Alan. I've been told you can, but I still haven't bought any myself, so I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you guys so much, especially for the ones that contributed to the channel. Greatly appreciated. Hey, Scuba Tom, I'm glad you caught me live, and thank you, sir, for stopping by. Much appreciated. Everybody take care. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys live somewhere from near Pattaya. Take care, everybody.